Should be live. Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys. On TikTok, 1 second. What's up, Akira? What's up, guys? Just give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure out how to properly stream on YouTube. Oh, there we go. I am live on YouTube. Okay, bet. I wonder if there's a better way to view YouTube chat along with TikTok on the side, but I'm just going to do it for now. What do you think about the Sora 2 coin? Good long-term play? I actually haven't looked at Sora. I've been traveling. Wait, that's not correct. That's not 122. 1 second. So we're actually at 124 Solana. We made a very good play on Lion over the weekend. I'm sure some of you guys saw that. But we're going to go over some stuff. What's up, YF? Back on the grind. Back on the grind. Oh, that's so cool. Look at this. So we're actually live on the LP Army YouTube. We're doing it every Monday. They're hosting me. Very, very nice of them. But it's cool. Look at the little thumbnail that Magic could put on. It's very nice of him. So that's where I'm being hosted. If you want to go ahead and tune in on YouTube, feel free to do that. I'm going to be looking at both chats. I'm going to be focusing more on the YouTube side of things just because a lot of them are most likely more competent when it comes to LPing and the DLMMs. So I'm going to try to keep it focused more on some of the lessons, but everyone should be able to take something from the stream. We're just going to be going over some of the recent plays. It's kind of annoying because the P&L cards are sick, but because I withdrew Lion around here or something, it didn't calculate all of the fees that I actually sold because I ended up holding fees and selling her out around 4.6, I believe. But we're going to do a little meme lesson on the Lion because it is just such a beautiful looking chart. It was a beautiful LP. And it really backs up my thesis on choosing the right coin is really what matters when it comes to LPing. Because it's been getting harder and harder to find A plus plays, and my thing back in the day, like some of you know, is that I used to hunt volume and price action, and I would try to find things as soon as they dropped. But now I've kind of switched gears, and I try to find good memes that I can pull for longer periods of time. And I know some people maybe are not into that sort of thing, but that's just my strategy as of right now. And it's been paying off for sure, especially when you hit a home run. Yo, what's up, Strikeo? When did you catch the line? So I'm going to show you what we did with line if you give me 1 second. Just give me 1 second and we can go over. I just want to make sure I didn't miss any other plays. I know my friend Will, this was a good one. I saw some people cook on this, I believe. Who was it? Someone made absolute bank. I think it was Mythical cooked on this one. It was a pretty good meme. It wasn't like extremely, extremely A plus for me. Just because I've seen kind of back in the day we had a different coin that had like the color symbol. I like it, but is Solana actually like this shade of purple? I think. What happened? What happened, Nexus? If you guys are watching in the YouTube chat, feel free to drop a comment. I'm not sure if you guys are from the LP Army or just the Discords in general, but thank you for tuning in. Oh yeah. The Friday, dude. I was at a wedding and I checked my phone and I saw the craziest liquidation candles across the board. But anyways, I hope everyone out there survived. Hope everyone survived. Lion paid my rent and got me invested in the beta. I don't really like to touch betas. If you guys have tuned in before, you know I really don't like to touch betas that much. In my experience, it's always paid off to B, especially when you're doing LP and DLMMs, it always pays to be in the alpha, in my experience. Maybe there's a few cases where, like Pump Fund Pepe, that doesn't classify as a derivative to me. It doesn't because it's very original. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're getting rid of these B&B tokens. I know. You guys are probably roasting me for being on Deck Screener. It's what I've used forever. I've always liked the aesthetic. Let's put on some non-copyright background music. I got filled on Doge at 10 cents. Wow, you had bids placed down there? Bro, we drink the same kefir. Yes, strawberry kefir is so damn good. Give me 1 second. All right. So let's look around. We can get into the line. That's going to be the main topic real quick. Yo, I don't know about that. That music is a little suspect. Nah, Deck Screener fire. Agreed, bro. What's your strategy? Get coins off Deck Screener. I'm going to go over the strategy in just 1 second. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any coins. So you can kind of see this is what we're in right now. I'm in a very long-term pool on Troll. Fish Wheel has just been a crazy printer. As you can see, I've claimed a lot of soul off this one. That's kind of a hidden gem if you're here. I prefer you not share that with everyone. But there's a mechanism. I know Will is going to kill me if he sees this, because in Dex Bleedo. So Dex Bleedo and Will were the ones that kind of put me onto this pool. But the thing with Fish Wheel is that because it routes through, when you swap on Jupiter, it's impossible to go through the token mill liquidity pool. They have an entirely separate liquidity pool that never gets routed from Jupiter. It 100% goes through the Meteor pools. I'm pretty sure it still is like that. But that's why this pool has been able to print so heavily, because of that little difference in the Jupiter routing mechanism. So we're gonna see. Let's do like. I guess it's not telling me where it's gonna route through. It normally does tell us, no? Yeah, see, do you see how right here when you're putting it in? I'm gonna get slipped $200 from swapping through Jupiter because it's only going through the Meteor DLMM. Do you know how overpowered that is? Like, that is a very, very big loophole. Same thing with Dizzy back in the day. I'm not sure if you guys had any experience with Dizzy, but the whole thing is that this pool prints very, very hard because it cannot route through the usual liquidity pool on Jupiter. So, anyways, moving on. Wojak, very long term. It's just so wide. I probably, see, I have $5 left. It's just one of those positions that I like the meme, so I'm going to put a really, really wide range on it. PFP is still in this, not doing amazing. Cap did pretty well. Yeah, Cap did very well. I've really thought about taking my profits on this, but I just haven't yet. Honestly, bro, meme coins got boring for me. I'm starting to trade futures. This is just my bread and butter, and also there's just no point not to be in Meteor pools every day. Why are you always wearing a vest? Just to stay protected. When you are trading meme coins, there's no telling how careful you need to be, so just for that added layer. We have Meteor, but you also need the vest if you want to stay 100% safe. Anyways, Sora. I meant to look at Sora a long time ago. In PFP, I wanted to look at PFP. Juice. I don't mind this one. I haven't looked at the chart, so nothing to say about it yet. Pump is at 1.4. Okay, that's all FTP I wanted to look at. We're in FTP also. As you can see, the FTP pool has cooked very, very hard. Almost 100% at this point. I don't know why I'm still holding it. I really should just take the multiples and get out. But going back to it, let's start going over strategies. I know you guys in here probably now are probably just looking to see what I've been doing. So FTP was one that I had a very, very wide range on. We can actually go ahead and calculate the exact range just so you can kind of see what kind of strategies I'm putting on. So let's see what the actual range is on FTP. And then keep in mind, I was doing this, I tried to time it because I saw the streamer coins crashing. I really didn't want to touch them even like halfway up. And when I say halfway up, I mean like when I saw them crash 50% or whatever it is from here to here, I still didn't want to touch it here. And you're going to see why it paid off not to 8-4 to 1-2. Okay. 8-4 to 1-2. So, right here, this is when I started bidding it, and then wait, was I out of range ever? Maybe I was. Wait, am I stupid? Sorry, guys. I think I was looking at the wrong. I was looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, 1-2 to 8-4. What the heck? I think it was actually down to here then. Yeah, it was right here. Okay, sorry. Sorry, guys. I actually screwed that up. But I'm trying to get the exact range for you so you can see. So, it's actually this. This was the range I was bidding it. And a little bit higher. 1-2 is right here. Okay. So, I really didn't like the streamer meta very much. I really didn't like it at all because I just knew that certain things were going to, we talked about it last stream, certain things are going to lose their novelty very, very quickly. And sorry, Strikeo. I'm sorry, I'm not reading the TikTok chat. Everton has a... Sorry, Strikeo. I'm gonna pay more attention in a second. I just want to get these lessons out of the way for the viewers on YouTube. Guys, I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the TikTok stream. Google Translate, sorry, I have to look up the Spanish. Oh, it's Portuguese. I'm Brazilian, but I don't know how to speak English. I wish there's a transcript or something. I don't know any Portuguese, unfortunately. Oh yeah, because Magica is in Brazil. Maybe I'm gonna try to figure out if I can get, because I know a lot of you guys are viewing from Brazil, so I wonder if it'd be very cool if there were on-screen subtitles or an on-screen translation. That'd be super cool. Do you think it'll be profitable to DLMM at Met launch, even with all of the liquidity that will be in? It's one thing that I've tried to ponder, but the thing is like I trust the team a lot, so when they are describing the mechanisms, I really am not entirely sure. I know most of it you can claim like an NFT that leads to a DAMM. I trust whatever they're trying to push people towards. Seems like they're setting it up very, very precisely. Just move to BNB, man. How are you even making money on Sol? Very good question, because BNB does not have the Meteor platform. Meteor platform is how we are able to be consistently profitable, still trading Solana memes, even in times like these. Somehow, it got a little bit hairy the past week, I'll be honest with you. It got a little bit hairy with some of the positions we were in, but I'm going to teach you in a second, okay? Let's just go over FTP real quick, one more time. FTP, anyways. I did not really like the streamer meta because I knew things would not keep, people would not, the attention will not stay. The streams are cool for 2 or 3 days, and then people forget about them. Even with FTP, that had such a good narrative of you know, feeding the people or whatever they're doing. I'm actually not too entirely sure what the research is, but I heard what they're doing is actually real and it is good work. This is something that I'm willing to bid once it starts dumping very hard. As you can see, I did not touch it until this very, very bottom. But because I thought it was one of the stream tokens that might actually survive and has a very good narrative, I was able to play this range right here. And we've actually hit some crazy multiples on it. I probably should take profits here. I probably should. I'm going to keep it for just a little bit longer. Pigeon, this is a farm. Maybe it's not a complete farm, but it's not something I'm going to touch just because of the volume and price action. Regret, it it looks like farmy to me. And I know I keep spamming that word, but some of these coins, like, I don't know. It doesn't look bad. The price action and volume is very consistent and high. But it's not something like, I don't think it's something like PFP or Lion, necessarily. PFP is still surviving. So you can give, so the last stream I had on Unk, you look wild. Go to sleep. Bro, I'm pretty healthy right now. I don't know what you're talking about. I think memes are going to have a huge comeback, especially on Sol. What other coins you got in mind? So we're going to go over them. Check out Rizmis, BNB. BNB has Pancake V3 pools, but they're different. You can't set them up as precisely and as customizably as Meteor. In Meteor, you can spread your liquidity out in very customizable ways, which is really what keeps me here, because just know their platform is doing that. But I know people were telling me that there is some BNB, and maybe I have been missing out on not going to BNB, but this is just my home. This is what I'm comfortable with. It's been paying off to just stay here and keep doing the same thing, so that is what we are doing. Anyways, going back here, very, very funny how this chart worked out. If you were tuned in to the LP Army stream / this stream last week, we can go back and see the chart was back here, right? Past this point, there was no price action. So here is where I'm starting to draw these lines. Keep in mind, these bars had not existed yet. And I was giving worst case scenario. As you can see this first line, you can see a scenario where you could get out for some profit, this line, and then you can see a very ideal scenario, which, as funny as it is, it kind of played out very well. It's kind of scary how well this scribble ended up working out. It didn't. The only thing about it is it didn't spike back up. It kind of just stayed here. But this is a solid. This is a solid play, and it was because I explained the importance of having a good quality coin, and the importance of being in a coin that has a good community. So, Pump Fund Pepe, I'm gonna say the same thing I said last time. I'm not gonna spend too much money on it, too much time on it. This meme is very original, and it was very shocking to me that no one had created a coin like this, because, like, if you have been trading on Pump Fund, you know that this profile picture is just littered around. It's actually like a very good derivative of it, and it's just original. It was original. People resonated with it. It was something that I was fine with being in. And honestly, I could have made my range way tighter if you had. I think the bottom of my range was probably around 700k. If you brought this up even a little bit, you would have made a lot more. But that's why, as you can see, I only got around $100 of fees, and yeah, wasn't as profitable as some of the other ones. So, Sora, this is the AI video, generation. Do you know who Innocence is? No, Crime. Can I get 0.1 for challenge, bro? I wish, Finn. Maybe if I'm able to do like some sort of giveaway, but I can't just give that to you. Soul trenches are so cooked. Iron Brother Elon needs to sort his shit out. Yes, but also there are gems, and we're gonna get to that in 1 second. So, main point. We're gonna get to the main point. At this point, we have only 2 viewers on YouTube, which is unfortunate. I wish we had some more viewership on YouTube, but it doesn't matter. Thank you guys on TikTok for tuning in. Are you on BNB coins? No. Okay, so if I don't have a Mercedes, hey, there's something pretending to be you on TikTok. You just follow me. Yes, the imposters are getting pretty bad, unfortunately. But anyways, let us go to the golden goose of a play. Lion. Someone chilled me Lion. Very long ago. Honestly, it was around the 30th of September, so for some reason, time is flying, and I did not expect it to be 2 weeks since I heard about this play. But anyways, Lion, the Lion. This meme is actually popping off on social media, and let me tell you why this coin is way different. I'm gonna explain why I chose this coin, why I liked it so much, and how I played it. So let me get through the initial thesis first. So the Lion. I'm sure if you don't live under a rock, you know what the lion meme is. It's like the lion refuses to sell as he's getting liquidated or as he's getting cooked. The lion, whatever, whatever. Um, the reason why this meme is so good and why it kind of reminds me of 6-7 is because it's so ambiguous. This is like meme science and it's very odd, but it does work, as you can see. The meme science is that because this meme is ambiguous, and it's not a flat out video or it's not a flat out picture, because it's something that people can take the line meme and make it some of their own, like put their own spin on it. Like you can use the line in any way. And like 6-7 is just literally like under the surface, pops up wherever. It's not a specific meme. I'm gonna give you a example of something that is not a good meme. Brewski doesn't even show up anymore, but oh wait, no, it was this one. Brewski, right? When Drewski did the white face, right? It popped off and it ran to whatever it was, right? It ran to 3 mil, which at the time was a lot, and it garnered a lot of volume. But it's just a video. After the weekend was over, after this meme had its virality, it stopped showing up. The lion has been present for many, many months now, and it's almost getting bigger. So that is why this is separate from a lot of other coins, and this is why recently I've been very, very patient in the stuff I enter, because I'm just trying to select the best coins. So anyways, going to how I played this. So I forget who notified me. I'll give him credit whenever I find out. But I started an LP from here to here. I had it very, very low. I mean, honestly, like, I'm pretty sure I might have gone down to 74k, something like that. Maybe I set up my range a little bit lower, something like that. That would make more sense. I'm not gonna lie. Down here, I'm starting to panic. Okay, so going back to it, we're gonna rewind. How do you set up a pool on Meteora? You set up a pool on Meteora by taking the contract address, going to Meteora, going to pools, searching. And keep in mind, at this point in the LP, I'm some of the only liquidity back then. Back when I started it, back here, I was some of the only liquidity. Did I choose the wrong thing? That's weird. I don't know why it's not showing up. Okay, here we go. Usually, this is something that you can get more nuanced in, but when you're first starting off using Meteora, using these DLMM liquidity pools, just choose the one that has the most TVL. It's going to keep everything way more simple. I'm pretty sure I was honestly in the 205 fee, but at this point, just go 125. It's going to get most of the volume. You're going to get most of the fees. So, what I did was I set up a range from, let's say I put in, I forget how much it was, maybe 6 sol, something like that. Maybe 5 sol, one of these. And then I went to minus 90%. You can change the percentages based on how confident you are on how low it's going to be, but going 90% when you're first starting, and especially on some of these coins, because they can go so low for a good while before pumping back up, just go minus 90%. Stream to Twitch. I can't Mace, because I'm live on the LP Army YouTube, so I can't use OBS to restream to others. But anyways, moving on. moving on. This is how I set up my lion range, right? I put in like 6 Solana, go minus 90%. And you could have probably gotten away with minus 85% from where I started. But you have to keep in mind, and this is something that I've picked up on a lot more recently. Some of these coins, even though they are decent, they can rug super, super low. So sometimes going to 150k at the bottom is not going to cut it anymore. It's just not, because things can rug way lower than 100k nowadays. And that's one lesson that I've learned recently because around this time last year, maybe 90, 100, 150, 200k was usually the bottom on some of these coins. Now they can go way, way lower. So you have to keep that in mind. Make yours big enough to cover something that's going to dump 90%. Anyways, moving on. I entered this pool either right here. Pretty sure I set it up right here, right? And it got a little bit of action, came back up, and then it started having its downtrend. Keep in mind, at this point in the chart, I'm like not really happy with this. I'm definitely down some money, right? But being able to set up a liquidity pool in that way I just showed you allows me to only be down, right? I set up 6 Solana. At the bottom of this, with all of the fees included, I was probably only down 1 Solana. And that's fine. That's like, I'm fine with risking that much, right? If this thing pumps, I get paid a lot. So, and I believed in the meme, so I didn't cut the loss. I've been a lot more convicted in the plays I've been choosing recently because I don't touch anything unless it's like a good meme, usually. So, this little volume spike had me very, very happy when it happened, and I'm like, okay, we're getting some attention. Let's let it dump back down. If we want, we're going to stay in, and we're just going to see if it is able to garner a lot more. Because when something's cooked like this for so long, this big spike in this big volume is very significant in the attention of the coin. It actually comes all the way back down to 196k. I am holding steady. Then we get all of this beautiful movement. I ended up selling half of my fees, which at the time was around $760 if I remember correctly. I ended up selling half of my fees here, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna let the rest ride. This thing ended up going absolutely insane. I looked, and this was I sold for 5.5 SOL. So not only like I made a very good amount. I was probably up like 8 SOL total on this position, which is a lot considering some of the plays recently. But the whole moral of the story is choosing the right coin and having conviction in it will pay off. And it's not extremely, extremely hard. If you have to question yourself a bunch of times whether it's, oh, what's up, Mace? If you have to question yourself, drop a like, Mace. Line was a cooker, eh? And Chud off. Hey, I owe you low-key, Chud. Well, Chud, when you DM me, I technically didn't fade you, but I technically did because I think you DM me when it was like back here, right? I was wondering if you'd tune in today because I was gonna give you your credit. I couldn't remember who it was. I didn't buy it when it was going up here. I just LP'd it for so long, and I just I'm gonna say I got lucky, but I felt like I deserved this one after not hitting a good home run for a while. So neat, baby. What site is this? So we're looking at deckscreener.com. This is where we look at all of the charts and everything. Meteora is the platform that we trade most of our meme coins on. And it's basically what we are focusing on the stream. We're actually live on the YouTube right now. We actually have 5 viewers. Not doing bad. So, but yes. Moral of the story, Lion was an extreme cook. It actually wasn't paying the best fees at the beginning, but as soon as this move happened, I was very happy to stay in. This is such a good sign. It would have been very, very hard for me to cut it, honestly. If it fizzled out like this, it would have been very hard for me to cut. I'm not going to lie to you because of how much I liked this meme. So yeah, Chud, thank you for that. Crime, where have you been? I had a schedule. Can I start with 1 Solana? Of course you can. Is there a chance you can check a coin for me because I'm new to all of this? I have 7K sold. Well, I don't know what you mean, Bob. But yes, very, 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 very good play. Very good play. This made my I've been getting a little bit cooked on some of the other pools that I've been in, so that one really blessed me. So Kind 6-7 and Streamer, I'm actually all out of range on. So it's not something I'm proud of because these were all like 6 Solana positions at one point. And I just stayed in too long, but I'm holding them. I think the market is pretty bottomed in terms of solid coins. So that's why I've just been hesitant to cut things. Usually my number one rule is to cut losses quickly and not let yourself get wrecked on positions, but it's harder when you're in these longer term pools to cut the loss. And Clanker's actually coming back up. Have you got experience with deving? Not really. I've devved like a few things, but it's nothing like, you know. What do you mean by fees? Okay. So I guess we're going to get into, since there's not too many comments on Meteora, we went over the lion position. And we can go over kind of some of my plans for the TGE, which is coming in 10 days. Meteora is doing an airdrop and a token generation event is what TGE stands for. So they are dropping their coin. They are going to be airdropping a lot of the users. So not only is this platform able to allow you to trade memes in a way less risky way, but they also are rewarding their users with a hopefully very large airdrop to a lot of the initial users that did a lot of volume on it. So PFP just got a pretty red candle. I don't really know what happened here. Maybe someone just clipped a good amount, but and someone clipped 26k on it. But it got eaten right up, which is actually crazy. I mean, that's not a bad sign at all. Congrats on completing your challenge. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. So, anyways, what do fees mean? So, we're going to go over a quick Meteora lesson real quick for those that do not know. So, traditionally, when you're trading meme coins, you, like on Axiom or something, you would do something like this, right? You can either set up a limit order down here to where you are willing to buy it. I know 99% of you are not using limit orders, so let's just ignore that. Most of the time when people are trading on Axiom, you're going to be using market orders. Market orders mean that you get into the coin instantly. So at this level, let's say you bought 1 Sol. If it goes down, you're screwed. Like you're not screwed because it can go back up, but you are instantly losing money once the coin starts going down. There is no benefit to the coin going down. The only way that you make you have 100% removed risk is if the coin just goes straight up from your entry. Very, very rare that you get a perfect entry, right? So, what does Meteora allow you to do? Meteora allows you to set up what are called liquidity pools. You can think about liquidity pools as a bunch of limit orders stacked on top of each other in a specific range, right? Usually, I'm only going to do buy limit orders. I'm never going to use limit orders to sell out of a token, usually not in this strategy. We're just going to keep it simple. I'm going to show you how we do it. So, what are limit orders and what is a liquidity pool? So, for example, this coin is at 500k market cap. I think I'm looking at it, and I don't actually like this token. I'm just using it as an example. I'm not going to set up a liquidity pool on this. But let's say I think it can dump down to 50k is what I'm predicting the bottom of it is going to be. That is roughly, I don't know, like 80% or something like that. 90% maybe. So when I'm setting this up, instead of putting 1 Sol in right here, I'm instead able to spread 1 Sol out between a bunch of different little orders, right? So this first one might have, 0.05, right? 0.05 Sol at this first limit order, 0.1 Sol at this next order, 0.15 Sol at this next order, 0.2 Sol. So the orders are getting bigger as it goes down, And think about it scaling all the way up, and it distributes your 1 Solana. Your 1 Solana is now spread out across a bunch of different limit orders in a specific range, right? So once the token goes down, obviously your buy limit order is going to get swapped to a sell limit order as the price goes down. Meteora allows you to provide to gain fees when your pool gets order flow. So as soon as your first buy order gets swapped to the token, you earn some fees in the token. Let's say it goes down, right? It goes down, your buy orders are swapping to the token because, right, price is going down. Your static limit orders are getting swapped as people's orders and the price goes down into your liquidity pool. You get fees when the price is going down because your Solana is getting swapped to the token, so you get fees in the token. Let's say it gets to here. Now these orders up here have changed to sell orders of the token. So when the price goes up, your sell orders, what do? They get swapped back to Solana. When they get swapped back to Solana, you get fees in Solana. So if the price goes down, you're getting fees in the token. When the price goes up, you get fees in Solana. And that's how it works. Theoretically, you can make infinite money if for some reason the price does this forever. It bounces between your orders. We call them bins. In Meteora, instead of saying, oh, each limit order, they are called bins. So when it is going between your bins, you are getting fees. And if theoretically, if you had unlimited volume and it stayed in this range forever, you get unlimited money. That's never ever going to happen. But you can keep in mind, if it just keeps going up and down, up and down, up and down, you're going to keep getting fees and more fees. So that is how liquidity pools work. I'm going to check out the TikTok chat. Shout me out. I sent you roses. Dang, I'm actually getting some gifts. Thank you, Pet. Thank you, Chilipino. Chilipino, goated. Pet, goated. Why are you wearing a vest? Thanks for explaining that. Of course, if you have questions, I'm welcome to answer anything. I thought you can do the same thing on Axiom. So Axiom, you're welcome. You're welcome, guys. So Axiom, you get fees in a different way. In Axiom, you get fees in terms of like rebates. So you get rebates for using their platform. Some of your transaction fees you get back. But in Meteora, you were actually the market maker. You were actually the liquidity provider. So think about it, right? Because in Axiom, like I said, how you're mostly using market orders, you are taking liquidity from another source. When you're using Axiom or Jupiter, it's searching. Jupiter is an aggregator, right? So it searches every single liquidity pool that is providing tokens. You can do it's going to search pump swap, right? It's going to search Radium. It's going to search Orca. It's going to search Meteora. So all 4 of these areas are all liquidity providers. These are all, they have both Solana and the token in them, because that is what allows you to get in and out of positions. On Axiom, you are the one that is taking from these pools, right? But on Meteora, you are the one providing liquidities for all of the orders coming in. So that is how you are able to get fees. No, I'm not. You guys know I'm not drinking anything tonight. We're trying to keep it professional for the YouTube side. How long did it take you to complete? Understand everything? Not too long. I started using this platform in June of last year, so initially I didn't understand how to set things up. I kind of understood how it worked, but I didn't have the right strategy in place when I first started. And then August, I literally just started doing what I showed you with these one-sided liquidity pools, because the thing on Meteora is, when you're setting up a pool, you can go two-sided. Like, I can go autofill, right? And it's going to put on a two-sided liquidity pool. So if it goes up, I'm going to start selling out of my token and get fees. The issue with going two-sided, right, is that if the token, for some reason, we can go to this example now. If, for example, I buy coins and I set up liquidity for the upside, let's say it goes down, these coins I just bought are just going to depreciate. So back in the day, I did used to do two-sided, but it's so non-risky to go one-sided. Like the thing is, the only issue with this strategy is, let's say you made your pool from here. The current price is right here. Oh shit. The current price is right here and right here, right? And then, like I said, keep in mind, as I'm setting up these green lines, you have to imagine that there's Solana in between here going up, right? The only issue is if you set up a one-sided liquidity pool and for some reason the token just goes up from here, you're not going to gain anything. You're not going to lose anything. You're not going to gain anything because this Solana you set up in the pool is not going to get touched. Think about it. They're just static limit orders all the way down. If the price goes up, you don't gain, you don't lose anything. So that's the one, I mean, I wouldn't call it a disadvantage, but like that's the one thing is you're not going to have complete exposure from the current price. So that's why my strategy kind of relies on finding coins that I like, but might not, that I think aren't going to go straight up. Like, you're able to get exposure and bid the coin in a sort of way when you set something up. Like if you set up your pool like this and the coin does something like this is a very, very ideal situation for you. Chill guy at 10 mil 3K and held it late. Hopefully you took some profit on that. Chud, sorry. Chud says, check out 401 JK. I'm new to trade 16. Any tips? Just pay attention to the lives. I go live very frequently. I have a lot of content on the page that should give you kind of an intro into what we do. I know I've been saying it forever, but I am creating a just a simple guide / course for getting into trading meme coins. If you want to get in, like obviously, you don't need to, but if it's something you're interested in and you don't know where to start, I think it should be helpful for you. And then after you've completed just the intro, you know, you can start getting into using Meteora, which is the way that I've been able to be consistently profitable for such a long time. Is there different wallets you can use? I mean, yes, you can just use Phantom. Ever since Trump coin's been downhill, people stop holding. Yeah, you're right. You're actually right about that. Trump coin was like a massive liquidity suck, and the trenches kind of died for a while. So after Libra, if you guys remember this scandal, after Libra, in February of last year, the trenches really took a hit, and like I was not being profitable. But I was also using the wrong strategy. I was still trying to go into coins and get out very quickly, and I was just chasing volume and price action instead of choosing good memes. So, oh, this isn't even the right Libra coin, I don't believe. Anyways, yeah, the end of February to mid-April was the only 2 months that I've been flat or unprofitable. I didn't lose much. I managed to not blow up my account super hard during that time, so I'm thankful for that. How you choose token to LP? As you feel the trenches getting hotter, will you decrease the ranges or will you keep it at 90%? Very, very good question. How you choose token to LP? So we went over this a little bit earlier. Recently, I've been extremely selective with some of my coins. For example, we went over the line play, and the thing is choosing the right coin is very, very important nowadays. And you can do so by judging the quality of the meme and whether it has societal presence and attention on it. And you can judge the quality of meme by how novel the idea is. Like, for example, I was giving the example of Brewski. I don't know if you guys remember this, but this was an actual pretty hot runner when it first came out. It went to 3 mil in one day. But the thing is, it was funny, it was unique, but it was just one video. After that one video, do you think people are going to resonate with this and like find it funny? I have no idea what's playing right now. Non-copyright music. Anyways, do you think that people are going to resonate with this continuously? No. But the lion, people are able to put their own spin on the joke. It's something that's like not a straight picture. It's not a straight idea. It's able to be to be spread out more in society. And same with 6-7. Like, do you see how it's not a specific picture or a specific joke? Like, it's something that that appears, you know, on under the surface. So that's how I've been choosing specific memes to LP. Pump Fun Pepe, not the same exact kind of theme as Lion in 6-7, but it's the Pump Fun mascot. So like it was shocked that no one really made a coin like this, and you could just tell people really resonated with it. It's good. So that's how I've been choosing coins lately. And as you can see back here is where I was talking about the different scenarios. This was actually one whole week ago. This is where I was talking about the different scenarios of what could happen, and I drew them out on these little squiggly lines, starting with this music is getting a little bit unbearable. You can see the different scenarios I drew out, starting with the least desirable, one where you can make some money, and one that is very desirable. So obviously, if this thing faded out to 0, you're going to have to go ahead, stick to your discipline, and take your loss and move on. That's just how it goes. As soon as it gets out of range, I prefer to just sell the token. Withdraw everything, sell the token. I'm pretty sure I even had an even lower range. And I'm going to get to your question about 90% ranges in 1 second. So, going with this, right? This is the non-desirable situation. It fades off, it doesn't get 1 bounce, you're cooked. This second scenario, right, when it comes down and gets 1 bounce, you can get out with profit here. Now, the next thing I drew out, which somehow the chart actually managed to fit this pattern very well. But this is ideal, right? It comes down, you get movement down, you get fees in the token. Goes up, you get fees in Solana. Goes down, you get fees in token. And it just actually has just held this range very nicely. I probably went too wide on this, right? Because I've been very scared. I've been going minus 90% a lot of times. Check 401. Turn the music up louder. You want the music louder? I'm getting kind of punished by the... Whoa. Dude, I would be playing like better shit, but I'm just on the... I don't want to get the Meteora YouTube ban. So if you guys want to tune in on YouTube, we're trying to build the LP Army account a little bit more. So showing them some support, giving them a follow on Twitter would be awesome. They have endless guides. I'm just one person preaching the strategy that I use, but there's so much you can learn by heading over to their Twitter and joining their Discord, joining the community. Turn the music lower, he says. Anyways, 90% ranges. So, I'm turning it down, Can you give us signals? No, that's not really what I do. I just try to teach you how to... Fuck, I should have notified people that I'm live. Oh well. So, Deusma, as you feel the trenches getting hotter, will you decrease the range or will you keep it at 90%? As of right now, I'm going to keep it at 90% because I've regretted nearly every time I've gone too tight. I have thanked myself many more times that I go very, very wide. And right now, just how the trenches are, I don't think we're back to a spot where I'm willing to throw stuff around in a tight range. So right now, we're just going to keep it at 90% until things start changing. But I mean, this runner, this has made my week, and it's a very good sign because the people are starting to pay attention to the quality of the meme once again. 6-7 got kind of cooked, unfortunately. It's not doing awful, but you can see we've already it's kind of already played out, right? I ended up round tripping a little bit of money. I sold out most of my fees on the way up, thankfully. I sold a good amount at 20 mil. I sold some at 13. So you can kind of take the strategy I was just going over, and this is the range. I've kept it up for however many times I've gone over this chart. This banner is pretty mid, in my opinion. That's kind of gross. I don't really like the style of it. But whatever. It was a good coin, and it had its time, it had its run, so I'm just trying to be selective. Yes, yes, yes. 401JK. Okay, should we finally look at 401JK? Don't message Sheikah. Yeah, I mean, I just haven't, Theus. I haven't had I haven't had very good confidence that the trenches are like heating up super hard. And for example, online, if I went like minus 80%, I think I would have been out of range. So I really got blessed that I managed to put on that wide range and not get cooked. And at this point, obviously, like I don't really think much is coming. I'm like, okay, this thing has basically rugged to zero. But with these quality memes, sometimes people come back and just clip massive amounts, and then it kickstarts a whole fire, right? So that is just the ideal situation. Obviously, you're not going to be able to get plays like this every time, but it was just one of those ones that if you are able to spot that it has this nice initial run, look at the volume. This is not fake volume, right? This is not a farm. See how regret is a little bit more this is what I call noisy volume, right? Do you see how the bodies here are a lot closer together and they seem a bit more coordinated, right? They go up gradually, the bodies kind of go down gradually, the bodies go up gradually. Do you guys see that? I don't know if I'm schizophrenic or something, but that is something that I've noticed on some of these coins that I don't like to touch. Do you see the difference on Lion? Because this is something that you can absolutely take with you when you're deciding what kind of coins to get into. Do you see how the volume actually does differ? They look pretty similar, but the bodies here. This gives me the impression that there's a volume bot or it's some sort of farm. Lion, you see how it's kind of hollower inside? This is more organic volume. So even from the beginning, meme was good, price action good. Volume looked very, very legit. So I had no problem at all throwing a little bit of size on this. Obviously, it started doing this, and it's like, you know, what the fuck. But it ended up working out. So, what is your favorite strategy? What is your favorite strategy, spot or bid ask? Can you say something about your exit strategy? Yes, 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 yes. So unfortunately, my exit strategy used to be a little bit more precise. I used to take profits a lot quicker. I've only been really bidding and going into memes that I believe in, so the conviction has honestly kind of hurt me on some plays. But anyways, in terms of a spot and bid ask, I can show you a few of the ones I'm in. So usually I'm going to go majority bid ask, right? I'm going to put in a good amount bid ask, and then I might go, for example, I might go 4 soul bid ask, 2 soul spot if I'm confident. On something like this coin, you can see I probably went, what is it? I probably went 5 soul bid ask, 1 soul spot. On PFP, I went all bid ask, as you can see. So usually it's going to be bid ask, but it can be a mixture of both. This one actually cooked. Pretty good return on 5 Solana. Exit strategy, it depends on. I have always liked to sell on bounces. So on something like FTP, for example, which I'm in right now, I should probably take some profit on FTP. So on something like this, right, you can see where I'd set up my range. I mapped it out earlier. Dude, this is some crazy music that's playing right now. Like, absolutely crazy. So, this is my range on FTP, right? If I get a spike, it depends. It depends on how long I want to be in the meme. Like, for example, on this little spike right here, you can get out. There's really not a problem with just taking this and moving on. If you can just take your profits consistently and move on, that's fine. Usually, if you're in something like this, I try to wait for spikes to get out of. But I had a little bit of a longer term trade plan on this. And honestly, getting out here would not have been a bad idea, right? And even getting out where I am right now, I don't know why I'm being so greedy. I should probably just go ahead and take some off. But I think if we get a strong Trench Revival. I think this is one of the better streamer coins. I think it has a better narrative. How do you feel about getting out of the pool? In terms of which way? So I don't know if you guys know this, but usually, like for example, if this token, sorry TikTok chat, I'm trying to pay attention more to the YouTube just because I'm being hosted there. I'm a guest, so I'm trying to make sure everyone gets their questions answered. For example, if this did this and started fizzling out at the bottom of my range, my number one rule, which I haven't been following recently, I don't like to admit this, I haven't been following it recently, but the reason I've been able to grow this account and not blow it up is because when I get out of range, I withdraw and just sell it all in Jupiter. So in the worst case, I'm just going to withdraw it and then sell everything on Jupiter, right? In terms of getting out of pools, online, I had a very long-term thesis on this. But like I said, I'm trying to find a better example. Like on PFP right now, even though I do like this meme, I'm not super confident on how long it's gonna hold up. Still getting good volume, but like even PFP, like I'm only down 0.04 in impermanent loss, and I'm up roughly 0.5 in fees. So I have no problem at all getting out of this pool, like right now. You know what I mean? And it's more about what I think the meme is gonna do. You want to get out on spikes, but if it's getting to a point where some bad news comes out, or you don't, you start seeing the meme as much or something like that, you might as well just get out and take your profit. New Age, I will take some song requests later when I'm not live on YouTube, just because I'm going to get copyrighted. Radish, what's up, Radish? Jackson, sorry, I'm gonna... About Will. You can give me... If you give me some of, like, your strategies... I feel like that wasn't a very good answer for how I get out of tokens. But like I said, like, nowadays... Okay, so, do you always keep the fees? No. Not always. But like, for example, on Fish Wheel, for example... Whoa, I'm really deep on this. It's okay because I've made a good amount. But on Fish Wheel, for example, do you see how I've earned fees and sold them? Fish Wheel is something that is just a very good like printer. Like, it's not the best token per se, but because of how the routing mechanism works on here, I've just farmed this like crazy. And but I've been in this since so long, right? Whenever I get some sort of spike on Fish Wheel, I'll sell my fees. So that's a good example. Like after this huge move down and huge move up, I sold all of my fees here. I stayed in the pool because of how good the pool prints, but like I sold here. So that's an example of where I will claim fees and sell them, because I really don't like believe in this token super hard per se, but it's just such a printer. Like, I'm gonna stay in the pool. You know what I mean? I'm trading on Jupe because I haven't learned Axiom, but my profits seem to be so little, even if plus 300%. Chill House. I never really liked Chill House that much. That's like my opinion. I never thought it was the best meme, just because it's a derivative. It's not like something that I love, you know. But yeah, Theus, that's kind of an example of something where I'm not confident in the token, so I'm gonna sell out on every single spike I can get. And honestly, I sold a lot. I sold a lot of fees. I forget where. It was at like 400k, so maybe a bit higher. I sold a lot of fees at 400k, bro. It ended up running to like 1.5 mil. So in this point, this isn't the most ideal place to sell in the long term, but I just wasn't super confident in this token, so I have some doubts about DAMM. Cat with mask. What's your YouTube? So go ahead and, if you can, we're going live on LP Army TV. So I'm actually live, semi-officially, with Meteor. They're hosting me to stream on their community channel. So this is the LP Army channel. feel free to go to their Twitter, join their Discord. You can find out a bunch of how their platform works. I'm just one person showing my experience, but yes, feel free to go ahead, drop Meteor, give LP Army a follow. Great, super great community. And then I have some videos going over the DLMM and how liquidity pools work on my YouTube, which is just Crime XBT. Thank you, bro. In reality, how do you even cash the money out? Okay, we're gonna move on to some of these. Damn, 1 a.m. here. Are you in Brazil, Manuel? Yo, what's up, Jackson? Bro, please drop a like, Jackson, and maybe subscribe. I want to prove to the Meteora team that I'm trying to grow the community. Okay, I have some doubts about DLMM because I never hit a good DLMM actually. So, Manuel, what have you been? What's up, Gioverdi? What have you been trying to trade? Are you doing new pairs like once they graduate from Axiom? I personally don't DAMM that much. There's a lot of other people that probably have better takes on DAMM than I do, just because I focus mostly on Meteora, on Meteora DLMMs. Sorry, that's just what I've been good at and what I've been profitable on. So, hey, thank you, Jackson. Wait, can you guys drop a like for the Meteor team? How's your Met airdrop auto? It's in thank you, SK. It's in 10 days. Actually 9 days now. Actually, I was trying to pick any garbage, trying to hit, $2 into 2K. So the one thing is I think that a lot of the crazy DAMMs we've seen are people that have are in big launches very early. Like, what was that one guy that hit the that crazy DAMM? I forget who it was. Oh, what's up, Manuel? I'll follow you. Gave you a follow back, of course, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Dude, this music is like not good at all, but I don't want to get the Meteora YouTube copyrighted. Satsmonks? No way. I thought, no, you're right. Satsmonks did hit a big one. But there was someone else that hit like an absolutely crazy one. So, Manuel, I can't really help you with DAMM as much. I'm just not as good. When it comes to that stuff. I focus more on these longer term pools. It's just what the kind of strategy I've gravitated towards. So I think Magica is definitely going to be a better resource for you in terms of DAMM. But I will say we can kind of take a quick break and go on Axiom. I know. Why is it not letting me? Why is my Axiom broken? Is it not letting me log in or something? Like, I don't understand what's going on here. Okay, well, Axiom is like busted for some reason. I guess we can try Brave. But anyways, when it comes to DAMM, the one thing that I've learned is it's very, very beneficial to be in. Dude, I don't want to do this. Okay, we're not going on Axiom. For some reason, it's busted. We can go on GMGN and look at new pairs. How about that? That'll be easier. So, for example, this coin. Okay, the only way that I played DMMs was when I was playing new tokens and I saw something migrate, and it got like maybe five or 4 times the amount of volume it was getting pre-migration. As soon as it migrates, it's getting tons of volume and pumping. That's when I've noticed that DAMMs have paid off. But recently, I haven't been focusing as much, just because I haven't been trading live pairs quite as frequently as the long pairs. So, DMM, as soon as it graduates, I think obviously if it's a good meme that you find early, like if you found Lion initially, this would have been a very, very good DAMM. But like I said, it's a lot harder for me to give you good info on that. He turned 400 to 21k. Portals too, no problem. And how to choose token to open DLMM. So, hop on BNB. I've actually taken this. I've taken this wallet from 1.5 Solana to 124 Solana. Only using this platform actually, which I started back in August 1st of last year. So, I think I'm qualified to tell you that this platform is very good. And keep in mind, it wasn't like I just hit one massive trade. I was very consistent over thousands and thousands of different positions throughout that whole year. So that is why I think I have some qualification to try to teach you what I have done in the past. So when it comes to tokens to DLMM, do you enter just bid ask in these garbage pairs? Garbage, I really try to stay away from the garbage. Like I said, like Lion is one coin that was an A plus. Like if I was able to, in hindsight, it's very easy to say in hindsight. But I stayed in this pool for so long, even though it rugged all the way down here. I had a very wide range, right? So it wasn't in a lot of trouble. And I was able to stay confident just because of the quality of the meme. I knew that it had very good social influence, a lot of social attention. People are making the jokes every day. I see it on the timeline every day. So as dumb as it sounds, I choose the tokens mainly based on the quality of the meme. I like 6-7. What's the bench at right now? What you mean? Oh, the bench? I don't know. I can do two. I can do 205 for like 13. I usually don't go super heavy. Portals too. Yes, you're right, Manuel. I'm very new to this and trying to learn what was the first thing you did when you started. So Jackson, the first thing I did, I've basically been doing the same strategy for the whole time that I've been using their software. I go bid ask, buy side, right? As you can see, almost all of these positions are all buy side, bid ask, right? I need this to go up actually. That's not great. Buy side bid ask almost every single time. The only difference has been that I choose longer term tokens now that I actually believe in and resonate with. I don't do as much quick getting in and getting out because back in the day, dude, come on now. Back in the day, I would be looking at recently graduated pairs and trying to, I'd be trying to get in them, do my same strategy, but I would have the intention of getting out very quickly. Now, like it's not even worth it really for me to look at these new pairs because they're always so bad. Like this is okay, but it doesn't even like I'm not gonna touch this, right? It's just the Solana beta. It's the same. It's the same thing that we have seen. It's like Solana Cult, but a little bit worse. Like it's just a beta, and I don't even like touching betas. I don't even really want to touch this one because I don't really like the volume too much on it. I did see someone print on this. I think it was I think I said it was Mythical Potato. But usually, like I said, Manuel, I really try to stay away. What's up, Strikeo? Let's go. It's because you're using deck screener. Usually, yes, I'm not. I'm trying not to bid garbage. I'm trying to bid memes that I actually care about. Yeah, I wish 6-7 was still. I wish 6-7 was still cooking. I think it deserved better, but it got vampired, or vamped by tons of different 6-7 coins. Right? There's the OG. Hopefully this has some sort of revival, because I think it deserves it. But like this little um, shitter, this little shitter tried to launch the official 6-7 meme coin because he's the official 6-7 kid. I don't even know who he is, to be honest, but I hope this thing goes to zero. I don't think it's cool that they tried to vamp the original token. So yes, not cool. And then there's a different one as well. So yeah, there's this 6-7 token that actually ended up going to 0. So like, I don't know, because so much liquidity was so spread out between all of these different coins. I think the initial one didn't have the appropriate run that it should have had. What do you think about Unstable Coin? It's very strong. They have an extremely big cult. I actually opened a pool on it. Oh, that's why it printed kind of hard, because like I was opening one just as an example. Oh shit. What am I looking at? USDUC. Yeah, I had this is actually not a bad return considering I only put in 2 SOL and I got what? A little bit over like 0.15. Like I'm happy with that return on this, and I went very wide, as you can see. So so USDC, I guess it's not a bad pool to be in. I thought that the volume was I thought that the pool was very diluted and you wouldn't get too many in fees, because one other thing about Meteora is that when a coin becomes very established, I'm glad line's going down. When a coin becomes very established, a lot of people throw in a lot of money into the liquidity pool, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. But the longer the coin's around and the more money is in here, the less of a share you're going to get. I don't even think I'm in the correct pool necessarily, because 67,000 seems very low, very low. Yeah. Oh wait, I guess I need the actual CA. It's not showing up. Not true. Things are okay. You guys are having your own discussion. Dude, why is nothing showing up on the pool? Like, it's very odd. It's only showing up on home. Yeah, you can see this is the main pool. So I probably should be in this one. I'm not sure why I'm in the other one. But 30 bin step pool, 207k. So like I said, this is very diluted. It's a good coin, obviously. It has a very strong cult mentality, good community, but I'm not entirely sure, right? 24-hour fee of 1 grand, and there's 207k in the pool, so you can kind of see how it's just not getting the same amount as it was before. Sure, what's the recommendation? Go on Jupiter RN and then Pro, Alpha, and main the new coin tab. You only play with liquidity pools? 99%. 99%. No, not as many people hold as they are trying to catch 100x in a day. Sorry guys, I've missed so much. I've missed so many comments. Thank you guys. Yo, Andre Parrish with the fucking gift. Goated. Just try and buy some new coins. Dude, there's nothing good to strike you. I'm telling. I mean, we can look on Jupiter, I guess, but I promise, I'm not gonna like anything I see. What did he say though? Go Jupiter, Alpha Skin, and then he says, main the new coin tab. Ugh, dude, I don't want to do this. I hate trading new pairs. I hate it. I hate trading new pairs. Ugh. What's with all these Chinese coins? What is going on? There has to be a main one since there's so many, right? Chinese Solana. Is that the main one? I think I saw. Okay, wait. I'm gonna look at. See, like this scanner that I have on Deck Screener is something that I like a little bit more. Kairos. I think Will was in this earlier. Oh, it's a dynamic pool. The Peacemaker. It's like not a good meme. You know why? Because like even though it's getting all of this volume, are you really resonating with this meme? Do you actually like this meme? Do you want to hold this meme? Like no. Like I'm not taking part in this. I'm just not. I know some people just like to get in, get out. It pays me risk reward wise not to do that anymore. Thank you, Spencer. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Have you ever used the Soul Incinerator? Yes, it's probably about time I use Soul Incinerator again. BSC season, bro. Yeah, everyone gets hyped about BNB, but like, I think we all know where memes will always come back to. Wait, why is Andre sending me some good gifts, yo? Are you still in here, Dre? Why am I looking at this? Good question. I don't know. That is just a disgusting looking chart. See, it's like these are the new pairs I'm dealing with. Like, of course I'm not gonna. Oh wait, this one. Like, of course I'm not gonna wanna play these. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so bad. Why can I strike? Why is it not showing me the volume on screen? I'm so confused. Why is it not showing me the volume? CZ criming some coins. I know he is. I know he is. I know. I know. I did see. I did see. But you gotta add it. I can just add it here. Good call. Okay. 27. Well, it's actually getting a lot of volume. I guess we can try to do a degenerate. Do you guys want us to do a degenerate pool for fun? We'll see if someone makes it. I'm not creating the pool. I'll tell you that. I'm not paying for it. I'm too cheap to do that. Yeah, no pool yet. There's probably a DAMM. Should we do a DAMM on this? Someone's trying to hit a multiple. Manuel, are you still here? I lost 10 soul yesterday. I somehow got my wallet hacked or compromised. Oh. Did you do you know what you connected to? If you go on Phantom and you look at connected whatever connected websites or whatever, it should show you if you connected to anything. I don't know. I feel like I don't need to use rug check. I feel like I don't need to. Can we get market cap going? There we go. Alright, we're just going to have some fun. We're going to go ahead and try it out. I haven't done a DMM in a very long time. We might as well do it on stream. There's nothing else going on. We've gone over everything that we need to go over in terms of previous plays. So we're going to go in. Let's just try. We're going to risk probably like 40 bucks here. That's fine with me. Alright, we're in, and then we're going to go to the DAMM, wherever it is. Is Solana dumping or something? Why is everything going down? Okay, so now what we do, and we're going to match that. Perfect. Perfect, okay. We will see if, we're already down like 0.4 soul or something, but that's fine. Just use it, bro. Fine, I'll use it. I'll use it. I mean, this is good enough. The volume here is good enough for me to not have to rug check it. That's good. The thing is like, even though it says good, I don't think it necessarily means all that much, to be honest. So we'll see. I gotta see it here. I'm gonna do this. I don't like that. Let me do this off screen, actually. So on settings, go to connected apps. Right here. When you go here, go to settings and then go to connected apps, and it's going to show you everything you've connected with. And then yeah, see if there's anything that you don't recognize there. Oh yeah, baby. Come on now. W speed. Imagine not using Firefox. Bro, I had no idea people still use Firefox. Yeah, almost leaving with setting again. Axiom saw some. Whoa, 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 whoa! Come on now. Wait, we're cooking. Um, if you're alone, yeah. What I saw about DLMM seems you don't need to gamble like $60 if you're alone there. $60 and $10. I want to be prepared for Met TGE. I know, Manuel. Let's see if this has gotten any action. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? I should have gotten some fees, no? Don't tell me. Okay. $13 in fees. That's pretty good. What is that, like, something 10%? Sell it right now. No, because I want to see how this pool works. I want to see how the pool works. Let's see what the exponential. Yeah. I want to stay in for now. If it goes down, the DLMM can still print. Wow, look at me playing a new pair. You know this is not normal for me, but we had to go ahead and yeah. Come on. All right, Strikeo, you did this, so I appreciate you. So I'm not sure if this is gonna end up being a good DLMM, but I did like this because it migrated and then it had solid volume after. Should we go 1 second? Is that better? I mean, this thing's getting good volume, though. It really is. It really is. Yeah, Strike. Yo, I hear ya. I told you to listen to me. Blah, blah, blah. Just kidding. I appreciate it. Oh! Let's go. Wait. How much? That's still not great. Okay, I think we actually probably are getting out soon. Wait, actually, I don't know. I think we might stay in. I'm getting greedy. I'm feeling greedy. I don't really care. What is DLMM? I'm still getting new to abbreviations, so you're gonna have to take a look more at the at my TikTok page. I go over them. DLMM is a different kind of liquidity pool. Usually we are doing DLMMs. So DLMM is like an automated market maker. Not that this means anything to you, but the DLMM, you basically just deposit your money and hope that you get money. I mean, hope that you get a lot of fees. You're not going to be able to see too much, but on the DLMMs are where you can really customize your liquidity and, you know, be more precise in how you want to do this. So DLMMs are, good night, Juka. Thank you for tuning in. DLMMs are 99% of what I do. Because we've kind of gone over everything with the DLMMs for tonight, we're just gambling a little bit on the DLMMs. Bro, I hate the 1 second time frame. I kind of hate it too. I'm gonna go back to 1 minute. This still isn't looking awful. I'm fine with it having some of this sell pressure because the DLMM might get hit. Hi, what platform do you use? So, usually I'm going to be trading on Meteora.ag. As you can see, we are live on their YouTube channel, or their LP Army YouTube channel. Okay, I'm going to give it a like. We are live on their LP Army YouTube channel. This is the platform that they have made. So yeah, Meteora is usually what we trade on. Strike is getting so annoyed. He just wants me to stay on it. Here, I guess we can do something like this. How about this, right? And then, oh, that's cooked as fuck. Wait. Let's do this. Mate, why? What kind of layout is this as soon as I go, like, that's so stupid. Like, why? Can we make it intuitive? Alright, we might be cooked now. But we shall continue to see. What app is this? So we are looking at the chart on Jupiter, but we are trading most of our meme coins on Meteora's platform. Sorry, Strike You. I'm going brain dead here. Still doesn't look bad, does it? Coalition? I'm not sure what you mean. Me and you are in this shit. Why Meteora and not Axiom or GMGN? Because Meteora allows you to... A lot of people don't know, but you can enter liquidity pools on Meteora, which allows you to trade tokens in a very, very more controlled risk manner. It allows you to be more consistent. And that's just because you are able to earn fees by placing buy and sell orders on Meteora. That is what their whole mantra is about. They want you to be the liquidity provider. They want the average person to be able to collect fees when orders come through. So that is why I use Meteora 99% of the time. My ex flicked up with her new man today. Crime, dude. Whatever. Fuck him. What's up, Div? Fuck him, dude. They don't know that you're about to retire your bloodline. I've wanted to get into this stuff, right? You should definitely just drop a follow, join the Telegram, shoot me a DM. If you want to, I'm gonna go ahead and shout out Meteora Mikas. Go ahead and follow the LP Army on Twitter. This is the official Meteora community. They can help you out. I'm gonna go ahead and chill them since I'm going live on their YouTube right now. So feel free to check them out. Their Twitter is at Met_LP Army. So much information. Just join their Discord. Go ahead. Look at my videos. Attend one of their boot camps. There's so many resources you can find. Just looking through their Twitter, you can see a bunch of other people who trade similarly. And use the same. Hey, they reposted me. For everyone that has not seen, good night, 1:30. Good night, Manuel. Thank you for tuning in, bro. I really appreciate it, and hopefully we are able to cook in the future. Crime is actually absolutely dialed tonight on the live. I'm trying. It's been so long, but good night, Manuel. I really appreciate you. Thank you, sir. Can I provide Lick with only 2 soul? Yes, you can. I have. I started this account with 1.5 technically, but yes, 1.5 soul. It's an exchange or wallet, so it's a decentralized exchange technically. How do I buy soul? You have to buy it on like Coinbase or something, and then you are able to soar it, bid soar on a dip. The memes are just getting started. You're low-key right, Chud. That's actually a low-key good call as well. I don't mind that. Div, did you see my lion play? Come on now. Yeah, Sora, good call. I like Sora as well. I wasn't sure if this meme was like a super big farm or not. You're right. I'm gonna set up a pool on this. Just give me 1 second. We might as well. Oh, we still need to pay attention to this. We're still in this. Is bro giving up on the Jupiter flip? No, I'm not. Do you have videos on YouTube? Yes, I do. Crime XBT. I mean, you should be able to see it on the link tree. The link tree should have a link to the YouTube. I don't have too many videos, and I'm like yapping like crazy on them, but you should be able to take some stuff away from the videos. And I show you how to set up a pool in like 8 minutes, and I give you my usual strategy on how to set up the pool. So I think it is not a bad idea to go ahead and look at those. Yes, Dex is allowed to be used in USA. Jupiter is allowed in the USA, sir. Dude, this reminds me of that like elevator Rick and Morty music where it's like, and now people music or human music, and it's like, and Jerry loves it. What's the best app you would say to use for starters? I mean, 99% of the stuff I teach on this channel is using the Meteor platform to trade. So yeah, like I said, 99%. But there are some steps that you need to take before you're able to trade on them. You need to have Phantom Wallet or similar non-custodial wallet, Phantom or Soulflare. Just make it easy and use Phantom. You can't really go wrong with that. And then you have to send Solana to this wallet, and then you're able to interact on decentralized exchanges like Meteor or like Jupiter. What are you trading? Meme coins? Zoom into and I can't see shit. Sorry, bro. It's not really looking too great anymore, unfortunately, but Fa frittata forever, dude. Burnt and turnt. Alright, we might as well. Is this what you're talking about? Dude, I don't know. Fa! Oh, I see. Dude, okay, Chud. Okay, I will say, Chudnoff has a very similar mentality to how I think about things. He's choosing memes that are like popping on social media, and I actually do like that. Good call, bro. I like it. Sorry I didn't look at this earlier. I love you. I love you too. Why aren't you trenching on BNB? Because Solana does not. I mean, because Meteor does not exist on BNB currently. These are the best bids. I agree 100%. Jonathan, what's up, Jonathan? Can you guys drop a like and drop a subscription for the LP Army TV if you're on YouTube? That would mean the world to me. I'm not sure if we're going to get too much more action on this. Let's see how many fees we've gotten. 21. Not bad. Not bad. I can't complain. Like, this is basically a risk-free trade. So I'm happy to stay in this for a little bit longer. Even though it doesn't look all that great. Maybe it's finding a little support here. Got no idea what's going on, but I like it, bro. Right, if you just look at some of my other videos on like YouTube and on TikTok, you will you'll start to get the hang of things. Feel free to join the Telegram. The Telegram is a great place with a lot of great people to join. Also, feel free to go ahead and just follow the Meteor Twitter, the LP Army Twitter. I think I do a little bit. I have a little bit more material on how to get into this stuff. A lot of the LP Army are gonna go over more strategies and not necessarily tell you how to get a non-custodial wallet and buy Solana and stuff. But we're working on getting all of that sorted out, so it's easier for you newer people to go ahead and get started, because it does seem complicated at the beginning. But I promise you, after you do it like 1 or 2 times, you're like, oh, this. And after you see how liquidity pools work, how you collect fees, you're going to be very confident in it, and not too long. Thank you guys for tuning in, by the way. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and send my Telegram. I never shield tokens. This is not something. This is not something where I'm going to be giving you tokens to that I believe in, or tokens. I'm not going to tell you to buy anything. We strictly go over our plays. We strictly go over ideas. There's a lot of knowledgeable people in here. If you were just confused about super simple stuff, or stuff that you might not want to ask in the general channel, there is a beginner's chat for those that just have more basic questions. Don't feel free to ask anything you want. Don't be scared. No one in here is gonna judge you. I know. Oh, man, says frittata. He's trying to troll. What's up, Mad? It's been a minute, bro. It's been a minute. But yes, feel free to go ahead and join. I'll post that in the chat. Nah, I'm holding, bro. I would have sold that green top candle. Well, the only reason I didn't sell Strike You is because ah ah. The only reason I didn't sell is because I wanted to see how the DAMM ended up working out. So I want to see like this volume candle like quadruple. You're trying to turn one soul into 122. We're actually at 124 as of today. I went down to 108. I went down to 109 this week, and I was a little bit sad and not very confident. But then I hit a very good trade online, and we are all back almost at portfolio all-time highs. How long are you in the memes? An hour? This is a very bad example. This is something that I am not doing frequently. This is a DAMM, and I'm just playing a new pair because we've already gone over a lot of the DLMM strategies. But for example, on the main portfolio, we are usually in tokens for uh, days, weeks. It depends. It really depends. So, yeah. It depends. But on the DLMMs, the main stuff I teach choose good memes, enter a wide range on it, and just sit in them. And hopefully you're able to either just take profit when you're comfortable and you're happy with what you're in, or you're able to hold it for a home run, as I like to call it, if it goes up and does something like Lion. This is a very rare case, but this is where I make a lot of Solana, is if I'm able to get something super right like this. Um, and I was able to just because, as I've said a million times on the stream so far, this is a good meme. It was a good meme. That's why I was in it at these levels. And obviously I wasn't I had no idea it was going to go to 6 mil. I sold half of my fees at 1 mil, and I sold the rest of them at 4.6, and it's going on to run to 6 mil. So can't be perfect, but this is something where it was an A plus play that we were able to get exposure to early. Ayo, Breezy. These are all Solana memes. Yes, these are all Solana memes, correct. What set are you using? Meteora is what we're using to trade. Alright, we got one person that joined. That's good enough. Thank you for the follow, guys. Thank you for the follow. Oh no, I didn't, dude. I didn't timestamp anything on this stream. That is not good. Oops. Would you recommend this site over Axiom? So I'm actually just looking at the chart on Jupiter, but yes, I would recommend using Meteora over Axiom nearly every time, to be honest. So. Huh, mine's pumping again. Fancy that. Hey, Breezy, you have 150, you're trying to do baby moves. I think you are in the right place. Just pay attention to future streams and maybe enter a pool when you find a coin you like, and you don't have to test it with much money at all. If you have 150, that's plenty, just to start using the software and start learning with. So I think that is a very good idea. I think that's not a bad idea at all. Is it better for long-term cooks? Yes. Low-key, I mean, I've rarely trade new memes regardless. I almost never trade new pairs, so most of my stuff is longer term. So yeah, I use it more. Zoom in. Is it really that bad on stream, bro? My bad, my bad. Do you ever track huge whale wallets to see what they buy, then you buy? It's not as important for me to do that right now because there's not a lot of money rotating in and out of things. When the trends start heating up, you're gonna want to see when whales are buying and selling. But like right now, it's not necessarily that's not gonna matter as much to me. It's not gonna be as significant. I'm more concerned just about my personal um, my personal opinion on the meme and how long and how high I think it's going to go. But as far as tracking them, it is very helpful in some situations. Hey, what's up, Devonte? Welcome back, bro. What is up, bro? It's pretty blurry. Is it really? Damn, the preview on my screen is so good. That's too bad. I definitely should have alerted to the timeline that I was streaming on Twitter, but it's whatever. I guess people can go ahead and rewatch the replay. We're going to give the Meteor stream about 10 more minutes, and then I'm going to go ahead and hang out in the TikTok chat for a little bit more. Just for a little bit. From deep, I would love to go over my technique again, but I've already done it like 3 or 4 times today, and I'm just tired. But I promise you, there's videos on my strategy on my page. It shouldn't be too hard to find. So we'll go over it again like tomorrow or something next time I'm live. But right now we're just gonna be chilling out. I'm a little bit tapped out in terms of teaching. I've been yapping for like very long time now. It's going on 2 hours of me nonstop yapping. So. You know what I mean? Oh no, you're good. You're good. Later, man. XRP589. Peace username. We're gonna wait for this thing to. My favorite streamer was Gucci. Dude, and then I'm able to not play this copyright free stuff. It's so bad. It's actually so bad. Actually, we're just gonna. This has to be non-copyright, right? This shit peaked. Do you have a day job? Not anymore. Not anymore. I'm full-time now. I'm not gonna say whether I was let go or if I quit. But yeah, I'm full-time. Full-time now. So actually, unrelated, but I think starting tomorrow I'm gonna be waking up at 9 and trying to trade for a funded account. I'm gonna try my hand at it. We'll see if we can get anything cooking, but we're just gonna have some more content for you guys during the day. I think that's the best use of my time at this point. How did you start, if you don't mind? W bro, I believe in you. Thank you, Deep. Thank you, Deep. What was it? How did I start? So I initially started trading small cap stocks. Back in the day, I learned from Timothy Sykes and some of his students. Obviously, if you know about him and his students, there are some verified millionaires in there. There's people who have taken a very small account, and I was always fascinated with that, obviously. So I started in the stocks, and then I was profitable for about a year. I blew up my account. I blew up my account because my edge, the advantage I had, small caps started dying, and I started trying to trade options, and I blew up my first account. But I was profitable for a short period of time, so I knew it was possible. And then I started buying a lot of crypto. I was always paying attention to crypto. I started buying a lot of the bottoms on a lot of coins around 2022. I started accumulating, so that's how I started up a good nest egg. And then early January 2024 is when I started trading memes. And at that point, the memes were so easy to trade. I was making a lot of money because it was very easy. Everything was going up like hundreds of millions in terms of market cap on a lot of coins. So it was very easy to trade back then, and So I went full time trading like meme coins as opposed to paying attention to the stock market. I still dabble in stocks, but it's not something I'm super competent in at this point in time. I'm just rusty. I wouldn't really know what's going on. And then June 2024 is when I got introduced to Meteora. And then August 1st of last year is when I started this challenge and really started becoming consistent using the platform. How long does it take to pass? I have no idea. I don't really know anything about funded accounts, to be honest. To pass the second challenge on TX3 when first opening account, I passed LV1. I'm not really sure what you mean. When you stream on TikTok, you also streaming on YouTube. So usually I stream on every platform. Usually I'm streaming on Twitch and Twitch. Wait, what did I say? Kick, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, or X. But we're having. I'm being hosted on. It says English. Had to clarify. I'm being hosted on the LP Army TV account, which is the community of Meteora. So they are hosting me as a guest. I'm very, very honored. I love their platform, and it's what I use every single day. It's what I was able to use to grow this account. So every Monday, I'm going live on their YouTube, and then the rest of the time, I will be live on my YouTube and my Twitch and my Kick and stuff. But yes, right now it is just the LPR. Ooh, not looking good. Oh, it got back up. Please tell me I got some fees from that dump though. Like I'd be shocked if I didn't get. That's just not very good. I mean, I guess we're getting close to 50% profit, but it's okay. I would have expected better on that dump. It's not all that much volume though, so I can't really blame. Ooh, yikes. Not looking good. I'm not giving up quite yet though. Please look at Sora. Please tell me your thoughts. I think it's a good narrative. I think Sora is not a bad narrative at all. We were looking at Sora, and we were looking at Sora a good bit ago actually. But the only thing that had me hesitant about this, dude, this is like the lo-fi song that I hear on every single YouTube video. um, on like those golf videos. Yeah. Anyways, I like Sora. The only reason I was hesitant is because I couldn't really tell if it was a farm me token or not. I couldn't tell if it was getting volume botted. But in terms of narrative, I think it's actually not bad. I think it's maybe not quite as good as Lion, for example, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. This shit might be fried. Yeah, it might be. It could be a rip, but it's okay. We gave it a chance. You're on trip to like what, 40 or 60 bucks. Oh well. I did like the volume though. I mean, getting 48k every minute is still like pretty good. Is this really profitable? Yes, Hubert, this is profitable. It's obviously going to be dependent on the individual. Not everyone is going to be able to have the discipline. But in terms of like, I am profitable over a lot of different positions, like thousands and thousands of positions at this point, different coins that I've been in. So I like to think that it is reliably. Oh shit, yeah, it's dumping a little, -3%. That's why memes are getting a little bit of a pullback, but not bad, not bad, not bad at all. Maybe I get out of cap though. I think I should probably just take my profit on this. All right, Meteora. Thank you for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and cut the stream on YouTube. Thank you, the Meteora LP Army and Meteora, for hosting me. You guys are so great for giving me the chance to do this. So I will see you guys next Monday. Feel free to check out the replay. Make sure to drop Meteora on Twitter a follow and Meteora LP Army a follow. Meteora, this is their account. Meteora gave me the follow. I'm so freaking honored to be followed by them. But as you can see, this is their official account. You can get into the Meteor Discord. You can get into the LP Army Discord. There's so many resources that you guys can use to learn here. You can use my channel. You can use Meteor resources. But anyways, thank you guys. I'm going to see